Silly Billy! Greetings, Multi-Retro Mania. So, I buy this from here, and after a while, it didn't work properly. It started squeaking. It was squeaking more than a squeaky wheelbarrow. Right, so I contacted them and I said it's basically developed to squeak. So they said, well, return it to us. Fine, no problem. So I did that. The only thing is, I thought, well, I'll get it. I can take it to a local post office free of charge, and they'll do everything for me. You know, they'll package it up, everything else. Found out that the nearest post office was miles away, so that was a no-no. So I messaged them again. So I've just found out that I can't take it back to that place because it's too far. Can you send me the little label? No, returned label. So I did that. Put it in the box. Everything else. Took it back. And the following day, I got a delivery, or 2 days later, whenever it was, from the courier. It was another one, but it was not in a box. It was just in the standard box. You know, it wasn't in a pack, like a brown package or anything. So I thought, oh, maybe they've sent that as a complimentary thing. You know, like as an apology because the other one was broken, maybe for free. You know. So I then got a message, an email, saying we're still waiting for your return of your item, or somebody got 2 days left to return the item. But I thought that's a bit strange. So I clicked on the link, and when I checked on the link, it said that you'd already returned the item. Not to worry. So I thought, it's a bit strange. So to cut a long story short, I then got another email yesterday, or the day before, sorry, saying that they billed my account for £32, I think it was. Now the original price for the item was only £25 with free delivery. So I got onto the system. They do it online live chatting, and I said to him, I said, look, I says, why have I been charged more than the original price that I was originally paid for? Because I did have a discount before anyway, but even if you added the discount on it, which I think it was something like £7.99, something like that, because I got a voucher or something from before. So even if you took, you know, the price that they were trying to charge me, £32, take away £7.99, that's like obviously call it £8. It will sort of only come to £24. So I'm thinking, so why have they charged me all that extra money for the unknown reason? Anyhow, they agreed that there was obviously something not quite right. So they said, well, we'll give you a £10 on your account. So I thought, yeah, that seems fair. That's all right. You know, it's a goodwill gesture. So I thought, yeah, brilliant. There was a snag and a catch. And the catch was that I had to purchase something from them directly, that, you know, fulfilled by Amazon, plus it had to come from them in the first place. So, say for argument's sake, I don't know, Computer Supplies Incorporated or whatever, and that's a fictional name, by the way, was, you know, sent by them, fulfilled by Amazon. I couldn't use that. It had to come from Amazon. So it had to be one of Amazon's items sent and fulfilled by Amazon. Okay. Great, I thought, that's fine, there's lots of stuff on there. So I saw something, I thought, that's brilliant. So I tried to purchase one thing, great, it took part of the £10 off, fantastic. Found something else, which was on the Amazon Worldwide, that was it. So I clicked on that option, and sure enough, it said it was there, it was available. So I clicked on that to add it to the basket. Went to the basket to pay, or to see how it was doing, and it hadn't taken that bit off. You know, it hadn't taken the discount off, which I thought was a bit strange. So I then did it again, had another look, and I've realised that because it's worldwide, it's obviously different to the one that's essentially in the UK. So then I thought, oh, so it's got to be something from the UK Amazon. You know, it's got to be Amazon UK, fulfilled by Amazon. So I'm thinking, what's this all about then? So anyway, I managed to get this. Yes, it's a 4-port USB 3 hub. And it says it's an individual switch, and I thought it was like a switch, but it turns out it's not actually a thingy switch. It's just basically like a little, you push it in, and that's it basically. So that's that. And I'm going to give it a quick test now and see how it works. Fingers crossed it'll work all right. I keep looking over there because I'm looking at myself, but the camera bit is there. Right, currently what that's got plugged into it is the little fan underneath and the gaming controller there. So Oh, that was another. This is another thing that I managed to get from Amazon as part of the thing as well. It's a 3.5-inch bay bracket. You know, so it converts from really. The reason I got this one as well is because you can actually have two little SSD drives on the bracket thing, and it comes with the cables as well, which I thought, you know, for the amount of money, for £10, everything else, I thought it's not too bad really. So I've got something else coming as well. Okay, so here we go. So I'm going to disconnect that one. So the light's gone off the thing, and yep, that as well. So now, when I find the thing, there we go, USB 3 to get it plugged in there. There we go. Now, I'm not quite sure whether the light's supposed to come on straight away, so let's give it a... there we go. So that one's turned on. Well, there we are. So there's a little light at the top that comes on. So when you're doing that, that's my daughter making the noise. So if right, I'm going to have to... Apologies for this, I'm going to have to stick this on here. There, if I can do it. There we go. It's a bit difficult trying to do this one-handed and hold the thing at the same time. So, we've got the USB port there. So that's the USB port. And, which is obviously lit for the first one. So, if I plug this into the first one... Okay, we had a little bit of an issue there. I did not realise, obviously, it was recording on the memory card on my phone. Anyhow, enough of that waffle. That looks to be okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug something else into it now, another external little hard drive that I've got, just to see whether it actually will perform or use that as well and be able to cope. Because obviously I've got that plugged in. This controller plugs into the back of the little fan thing, if you can see. It's a fan, little thingy cooler. Oh, that's a bit better. Well, it was when it focused. It actually did focus quite well. It looked quite good. Just give a little bit more information about the hub. I forgot to mention it's actually a Sabrent port hub, which I've never heard of before, to be fair. But for the price that it seemed to do exactly what I wanted to. Plus, for being USB 3 and backwardly compatible, I thought, well, my laptop's got two USB 3 ports and one USB 2 port, so I thought it'd be better to get, you know, for USB 3. Anyhow, that's by the by. This is my other little portable hard drive that I've got. So I need to enable the power on that one. Click. So nothing's causing any issue on there, which is good. So what I shall do, because I don't like the laptop, I don't want the hard drive to fall off, I shall put it on there like that. Put it on there so it's resting on that part there, so that's alright. And then wait away. I mean, obviously I'm going to change the how it all sort of fits afterwards, but I'll there we go. So if I just plug that in there, it's a bit of a tight fit to push the things into. I suppose it's a good thing in a way that it's not going to come out, but excuse me. Anyway, so looking on there, the little drives come on there. The little hard drive light activity has just flashed to say it's working. So let me have a look on here in my things to see whether it's now something just popped up there. Here we go. My 250GB backup drive, and there we are. So that seems to be, so far, that seems to be working very well, which I'm very pleased about. Because part of the problem was I got well, I've got some smaller drives, if you like, but I like to keep a backup of my things because I've got emulators and I do fruit machines as well, which is what I'm doing at the moment, and I'll give you a little sneak preview of one of them. This is one that I'm working on now, which is Mario Kart 64. I did one before, a version of this particular machine, but as a comparison, if you can see here, I'm not sure how well that up. Those little images there, sort of there, and that is what the original size was of the star, and this is what it's going to be like in this new one. So you can see that the actual size of them is brilliant. Particularly, that's what I'm doing and I had quite a lot of positive feedback. And the last machine that I did, I was really pleased with. But to be honest, I think I'm going to be probably more pleased with this one, because one other thing that I've done is I've edited that part there. If you can see that bit, this bit I've edited the sort of £5 and the 2 hours from that. That's what it looked like originally. So you can see it was all yellow, and I wasn't happy with that at all. I didn't like the yellow. So what I did was I found an image, sorry, a YouTube video with somebody playing the machine. So I did a quick screenshot of the machine when it was working at roughly this point on the screen. So then I enhanced it by making it a little bit bigger, rotated the thing because it was at a slight angle. So I rotated it to that, so you can see a little bit of the side. There's a little bit of a mark. But what I tried to do was try to make it so that it looks a bit smoother at the sides. This is the image of the actual machine when I completed it. And as you can see, what I did is I enhanced the contrast for those graphics there, if it focuses, so that they looked more realistic, as in like a light. That's not there, by the way, that little, ignore that. But obviously I realised afterwards that that looked a bit odd, the darker part there, so I changed that. And then the other thing I did was I edited the top bit, because I thought they look a bit silly with the colours as they were. And all the lights that go around there, the high lows, and I even edited those text things there, which is a bit difficult to see if it'll focus. So I made them so they light up, so as it's doing the track mode, the things spin round and, you know, change colours. So that was that. If you'd like to download this particular file, it's used for the multiple fruit machine emulator, MFME. You can get it from here, desertislandfruits.com. What you have to do is obviously register with them, and you've allowed so many files per month. I don't know if it's 5 or 10, but there you are. That's what it looks like, and that's me, Multi-Retro Man. And what you would do is, once you've registered and signed in, you click the option there, download this file, and then it saves it as a zip file. What I'd recommend though is not straight away. I mean, you can do it now, but when I upload something, some people may see something that needs changing or something adding. So with a limited amount of downloads, you're better off waiting for maybe a couple of days or so until everything's fixed properly. But this one is spot on, because I got most of the stuff from before anyway. So yeah, so that's my text on there that I've put on that. So like I say, if you like it, go to desertislandfruits.com and register with those, sign in, and then you can create your own account and download once you've been approved to download things. So enjoy. Now, one thing I did have while I was copying files was this. It just popped up. So what I'd done, I bought a second-hand 1 terabyte hard drive to go in one of the caddies, running at a low power state. Whereas if you had one that's powered by mains power, you know, they're saying that is useful for things like mechanical hard drives, you know, the ones that obviously like the normal ones that spin round. Now, I had a brainwave, and I thought, hang on a minute, one of the drives that's in there is an SSD drive. The other one's an SSD drive. So I thought, what I'll do is I'll plug the SSD drive into one of the ports on here, and plug the other mechanical one directly in there. And that seemed to work a lot better. The only issue I've now got though, and I realised at the time that what that was referring to, because obviously it was a new sort of caddy and a second-hand hard drive, and I thought it might have been that problem that was something to do with the hard drive, because it kept interrupting the copying, because it said like an unexpected copying you. What it was, well, if you resumed it or tried again, it carried on. It was this thing. It's that causes the issue. For some strange reason, when I boot up, excuse me, when I boot up the laptop, it doesn't always turn it on. So I have a funny feeling it's kind of got to a point where maybe there's some setting that I've changed that says to turn it off or not. But I'm just going to look into that. But that is what was causing the issue. So it was nothing to do with the hard drive at all. So it's a big tip for you. If you ever see that message, check in your device manager, because it was in the device manager as being something that wasn't, that he said it had a problem. That was one of the other messages that I got as well, saying USB device not recognised. And I'm like, hang on, it's just been they've all been working fine. And then with it suddenly stopped working, I thought it might have been something to do with the hard drive not working properly or having a fault. But luckily it hadn't, so thank goodness for that. Thanks very much for watching. And like I say, if you enjoyed this video, give it a like, and consider subscribing to my channel, because I like to do more of these things. And if you like them or like to see more of them, please let me know, and I shall do more as and when. So yeah, thanks very much for watching. Take care, stay safe, bye bye.